All right.
Let me say this, right? As a person who voted against Trump,
I like that you didn't vote for Kamala or for Biden. You voted against Trump. Fair enough.
That's a pretty important distinction. If he acted an nth presidential,
yeah,
like my issues and gripes with him would be minimized. Like, yesterday I go to pick up this jacket.
That's not a jacket, buddy. That's a t-shirt.
I go in, I'm sitting there, we're talking, we're having great conversations. Now, I knew his political stance before I walked into his house because he had a big old "Don't Tread on Me" flag flying out front. And I was like, this isn't Kansas.
So he's definitely of the left.
You're right, exactly.
Right.
Because he didn't have the "I like to be tread upon" flag.
He was like, hey, can I help you, son? He's got a big MAGA hat on. He's also got a Donald Trump wig. Like, you walked in and you were like, hey, can I ask you a question? He's like, you're fired.
So we sit there and we talk forever. And this was a reasonable conversation about a political item. And this is where I would want him to be a little more presidential, because then I wouldn't feel like he was such an ass clown. This guy says, we're talking about when the new models are coming out, motorcycles. And I say, we haven't gotten any yet. We don't know really what MSRP is going to be. We don't know when the delivery is going to be because everybody's playing chicken with tariffs. Well, this guy's like, they're going to figure this tariff stuff is just crazy. But Reagan did it, and, they're going to figure it out. And my response to that is like, yeah, they're going to figure it out. Like, eventually somebody's got to figure this out. Somebody's just got to figure it out. And like, he and I are both like, he doesn't know I'm a liberal and I know he's a conservative, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're coming to the same conclusion from two very different perspectives. This has got to get figured out, and somebody's got to figure it out.
Right. Soon. Well, it's going to figure itself out.
Yeah. And that's the inference we were trying to make.
Yeah. It's like dating the wrong girl. Like, she's really hot, and everybody's like, dude, you shouldn't be dating her. It's like, dude, have you seen her? It's like, it's going to work itself out.
He and I were having this conversation, and like, he is very staunchly pro-Trump and very, very pro everything. And I am not. And, but we're having this conversation, and I would love for the president to reflect that level of cordiality that the two strangers had in the guy's living room while trying to buy a jacket. And there was a cordialness there. There was a sense of just conversation, and it didn't have any baggage attached to it. We were just two guys talking about like when motorcycles were coming out and the socio-political happenings that are delaying that. And our president would not approach that conversation in the same way. And as a function of that, he's not modeling great behavior for other people to approach the conversation in the same way. That's my biggest gripe with Trump, is act a little presidential. Don't be a game show host anymore. You're not.
In my opinion, and constitutionally, the president, one of his main things to do is protect the country. Like, you're here to protect the country. Closing the borders is protecting this country. I'm not saying that everybody who comes, and this would be where, if it weren't you and I, if it were me and my friend who lives down the road here who's a liberal, all they do is help us and help the economy. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we're a country. We have to have borders. I'm saying bring in all the immigrants you want. Make sure they're legal. That's cool. I'm not saying nobody's going to slide by that's illegal. I'm saying we can't just open it up and say, come on in, here's some shit. Like, I'm just saying, him doing that with the fentanyl and with fucking cartels and shit, safety-wise, that was a good call.
Here's the thing. I don't know enough about how he has closed the border to say whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I think the message that he sent policy-wise is probably a good thing. I think the language he's used to do it, I don't even know enough to say yes or no to like he's done it presidentially or not. I think it is a very, very presidential act to do that. And I think that from a policy standpoint, I think it's very strong. And I think the reality is people like to complain about how we need, people like to complain about the labor situation and things like that. And yes, that's true. We need to solve that problem, and we need to keep a secure border. Having a secure border, it's kind of 101.
Right. Like, if it's not a secure border, it's not really a country. It's just a big land mass.
Yeah, it's a land. Yeah. I mean, and if you don't have a border, like lots of just, yeah. I mean, I think the border question.
There's 1,000 analogies. I could be like, well, you could just walk in my house. Not my house.
Yeah,
Though,
just walk in my house and just do it.
But
Like,
there
if
are-
you're
there
bringing
are-
me fentanyl, then I'm okay with it. But.
Right. There are, you know what, after my stay in the hospital, I'm super glad about that. And then I put some in my pocket, gave it to some people I don't like. Just put it in their drink. I will say this. There have been presidents during my lifetime, and Trump is one of them, that I felt safer in this country. Like, I think if China said, all right, it's go time, and Kamala was our president, I would not feel great about it. If it was Clinton, I would feel good about it. If it was Obama, I'd feel okay about it. If it was Reagan, I'd feel okay about it. The Bushes, it depends on which one. You know, like, I realized we went to war with one, but my point is that's not really politically. That's kind of who the person is, like how I feel like they're, you know what I mean? Like, if George Washington was president, question. I feel very confident. If Chester A. Arthur was president, I'd be like, I better start learning Chinese.